Hi everyone, my name is Heather Variava and I am the Chargé d'Affaires at the U.S. Embassy here in Jakarta, Indonesia.
I'm Melissa Brown. I'm the Chargé d'Affaires at the U.S. Mission to ASEAN.
Hi, my name is Rachel Cook and I am the Acting Deputy Chief of Mission here at the U.S. Embassy in Jakarta.
Hi, my name is Jessica Salas. I'm here in Jakarta, Indonesia, and I'm a Marine Security Guard.
My day is never typical. That's one of the things I love about being a U.S. diplomat serving overseas, is that every day is different. What helps me get up is the fact that my son has to get ready to go to online learning these days with the pandemic. So I have to get up in time to make sure he's up so he can start his online learning. I always have to have some coffee. I have to confess though that I'm not really a connoisseur of coffee. I like coffee with lots of flavoring and milk and sugar. Then my day is quite busy, working on things in the embassy, working on meetings and virtual engagements with friends and colleagues in Indonesia.
My typical day, I don't really have one, but of course these days, sometimes I'm working from home, sometimes I'm working in the office. We certainly do a lot of things online, a lot of phone calls, a lot of Zoom meetings. At the same time, both my two small kids are doing virtual school, so balancing that as well.
My day starts off with my husband making me a big cup of coffee that I bring into work. And that has started my day for the last 20 years. No matter where we live in the world, I am very lucky that I get to start with my husband's wonderful coffee. My day is very varied, no matter my job around the world. And certainly here in Indonesia, there are meetings about a variety of issues with a variety of people. There are always emails and lots of them to respond to. And I get to work with wonderful people, no matter where I am, and I really appreciate that.
A typical day for me is usually around 6 or 7 in the morning. I wake up, I have breakfast. Favorite breakfast is pancakes and matcha tea. And after that, depending on the day of the week, I'll exercise by myself or with other Marines. And then I go to work, check emails, have telephone calls, a conference.
I like the flexibility that working from home can offer in terms of giving me more time perhaps to be with my son or my husband, all of whom are working and studying at home. But it's also then nice to come into the office, so we have a mixture of some time in the office and some time working from home. So that flexibility is very nice, but it's hard as well because, and I think all of you probably experience the same thing, working at home can be challenging, and I think we have to be disciplined about trying to ensure we have some time for ourselves to rest and recuperate.
Working from home is certainly a challenge. On the one hand, I get to wear comfy clothes, so that's an advantage. But there are also a lot of interruptions, a lot of screen time. But I had to put a sign on my door letting my kids know when they couldn't disturb, so they don't walk into some of my big meetings. But working from home in many ways is more comfortable, but it's harder to focus for sure.
Oh, I really like working from home. I work about half my time from home, and I really appreciate the opportunity to do that. I also appreciate the opportunity to come into the office. But when I work from home, a cool thing that I have is I have a treadmill desk. So I have a little treadmill and a standing desk with my computer, and so I can walk while I am typing and reading my computer screen. And I really enjoy that, so I get time basically to get some exercise in while I am also working.
Working from home hasn't changed that much. I have the same services that I do at work. I have a computer access, a telephone, and Wi-Fi, which is all I really need.
I think everybody has to figure out what works best for them and their families. I have found what works best for me is to make sure that I am available for my work throughout the week, the work week, so Monday to Friday. And then I really try to keep the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, for myself and my family.
So work-life balance, even before the pandemic, I will say that it seemed like a perfection that I was never going to quite achieve. So I've kind of let go of trying to get just the right balance and realized that at times I'm paying too much attention to work, at times not enough, and just being sure to recalibrate and refocus so that you can recognize there are many different areas of our lives, friends, family, children, the workplace, and you can't do it all perfectly.
I don't achieve work-life balance because I think that work is part of my life, and I don't feel like I need them to be separate or balanced. I like work being part of my life. I like my job, I like what I do, I like the people with whom I work, and so it's all a part of my life. I'm into photography, I like going to the beach, I like to travel. I recently had an opportunity to travel around Central Java and parts of West Java and go to the temple of Borobudur and to a national park and to places like that. And so I really enjoy traveling and learning about the places where I'm living, and I get that opportunity here in this job, and I feel very fortunate to have that opportunity.
How I achieve work-life balance is setting a schedule for myself. I have time for schoolwork, and I have time for my personal life and work life.
I think in my role as chargé d'affaires, as a U.S. diplomat, success and leadership comes in two different ways. First, in what I call the external way, in terms of am I achieving what our priorities are for the United States and Indonesia. On the other hand, I'm looking at my team and our embassy family and our mission family. We have consulates in Surabaya, Medan, and a consular agency in Bali. And do they have the resources they need? Do they have the support they need to do their important work? So those are the ways that I think of success and leadership in my current role.
So success in leadership, I will say a lot of it has to do with, for me, bringing a team together to focus on a common goal, a common task. And when it comes to success, when I feel like I'm doing it right, a lot of it has to do with authenticity, whether it be me or my team members, making sure that they can be their true selves and bring their own talents to our team. And then of course, in terms of success, we love to see some sort of progress, to see that we're moving the ball forward, we're achieving more together than we could alone.
I think a good leader sets their team up for success. That is what being a successful leader is ensuring that your team is successful, that they have the resources to be successful, the training, the manpower, but also that you're not creating expectations that are not achievable.
Success is achieving the goal you set for yourself, and leadership is bringing people together to achieve that goal. As the only female Marine in Jakarta, Indonesia, I inspire people to come together and get the job done.
What I would tell my younger self is do not be afraid to speak up. But I think particularly as women, we have an important voice. Our views are very important, and we need to not be afraid to speak up.
My advice for my younger self is certainly to be more forgiving, and that's to be more forgiving of others, but it's also to be more forgiving of myself. Just realize that none of us are perfect, and you make mistakes and you move on.
I think I would tell my younger self to just keep doing what you're doing. Believe in yourself, go for it. There's no reason not to go for what you want, and to just kind of keep doing it.
To all the women and girls out there, my advice to you is trust in your instincts.